much for gathering here and being part of the logo launch. My name is Wes Tillett. I serve as Executive Director of Lafayette Urban Ministry. And it is good to see you live and in person, rather than through a screen. So thank you for sharing your Friday night with us. I think this is going to be a really significant evening for LUM. For the past 49 years, LUM has served the people of Greater Lafayette day and night. Thousands upon thousands of people have been positively impacted by the labor of love that is Lafayette Urban Ministry. Children have been nurtured, educated, and mentored. Those experiencing homelessness have been sheltered. Struggling families have received nutritious food and financial assistance. Immigrants have been given sound advice and strong advocacy. Day by day, night by night, LUM has been a source of community, compassion, social justice, help, and hope. Tonight we celebrate the volunteers that make possible the remarkable work of LUM. Tonight we celebrate the generations of generosity that have sustained LUM, even as we encourage more generosity. Tonight we reveal a new logo that honors the enduring legacy of LUM and seeks to engage new generations of volunteers, donors, and clients. Thank you for being here for this meaningful moment. I don't know if you are like me, but I feel more relaxed when I kind of know what's going to happen. Anybody else feel that way? All right, so if you like that, look at this next slide. If you'd rather have a surprise, shut your eyes. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have this welcome and then a song. And then we're going to appreciate the volunteers. Have another song. We're going to talk about the butterfly tree and have an opportunity for people to donate to the Good Samaritan program and have a song. Then we'll reveal the logo and have a song. And then we'll have a closing. So we aim for this evening to be enjoyable and encouraging. Our first song is one that summarizes what motivates and sustains LUM. In one word, love. LUM is founded on the idea that God is unconditional love, and the God of love calls all people to receive that love and intentionally act in love towards others. At LUM, I see that this love is not some squishy, feel-good emotion. It is a willful choice to self-givingly serve the other person. It is the intention to seek the good of the other. One staff member at LUM says, LUM is love. I like that. It's a pretty good one-liner. LUM is love. Britton Reese is our emergency shelter director, and he is going to sing a song about love called Hold Us Together.
It don't have a job, don't pay your bills, won't buy you a home in Beverly Hills. Won't fix your life. In my brother's keeper, so we know that when I'm alone.
Awesome, Brittany. Thank you so much. The mission statement of LUM. Poverty is the greatest thief. More than depriving a neighbor of food or shelter or warmth, it steals away hope. While other thieves may take away the past, poverty steals the future and self-respect. Lafayette Urban Ministry is in the business of restoring human dignity through volunteering efforts and contributions. We give back the hope, future, the self-respect which all God's people need and deserve. Ours is a Christian ministry that welcomes congregations and people of all faiths. We give witness to God's saving love and prophetic power by loving neighbors, seeking justice, empowering the least among us, and renewing the church's social ministry. This mission statement was written over 30 years ago by a man named Judd Dolphin, who then served as the executive director of LUM. Over the years, LUM has sought to translate that beautiful mission, that rather long 3-paragraph mission, into something of a shorter slogan. And for the last couple of decades, that slogan has been this: touching the future by helping children and families today. And that slogan has served LUM well, but several leaders sensed we needed to update that slogan statement. So, a small team of people was assembled to give input. A professional design company was interviewed and hired. And this past fall, this little team worked together for over 8 hours one day to chisel out a new summary statement for LUM. We realized that one of the things that makes LUM unique is that it is faith-based and yet community-wide. It's beautifully diverse and yet solidly unified in purpose. We also realized that LUM is not able to address every need in the community. LUM instead is focused primarily on basic human needs, things that are required to survive and thrive: food, shelter, safety in the form of justice. Perhaps you took a psychology class, you can remember that Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We're focused on the bottom of that pyramid. What are the basic human needs? We realized that LUM is not just about dispensing social services, but truly seeing and honoring people. LUM uplifts people. People that are specifically in the Greater Lafayette geographic region. So the team came up with this new slogan or summary statement. Lafayette Urban Ministry is a faith-based, community-wide effort to tackle basic human needs and uplift the people of Greater Lafayette. I love that statement. It's very brief, but very packed, dense with meaning. I also love the even shorter hand version of that, which goes like this: tackling human needs, uplifting human beings. Tackling. Really? Tackling? Yeah, I think of like linebacker on the football team on a seek and destroy mission when it comes to need, right? I think of tackling like need has its knee on the neck of somebody, holding them down, and we are tackling that, liberating that person, helping that person stand on their own 2 feet. LUM liberates, LUM empowers. We tackle human needs and we uplift human beings. I get the image of people climbing up a mountain, and you're helping people, you're giving a hand up, sometimes from below, pushing, sometimes right beside, encouraging, sometimes you're up above, pulling, but it's always a hand up, empowering people, it's uplifting people. I like the double meaning of uplifting human beings. It's an action, a verb, but it's also an adjective. It's a type of people we want to be. We want to be uplifting human beings. We want to be encouraging, empowering, loving, helpful people. Tackling basic human needs, uplifting human beings. Tonight, I want to give due attention to the reality that no tackling of human needs or uplifting of people would be possible without the fabulous and enormous team of LUM volunteers. Every year, LUM has thousands, no exaggeration, thousands of volunteers in various LUM programs and events. From the overnight shelter to hunger hike, from LUM camp to the tax program, community Thanksgiving, Jubilee Christmas. I want to say to all you LUM volunteers, you're priceless. I read a quote once. It said, volunteers are not paid because they're worthless. Volunteers are not paid because they are priceless. Yeah, it's good. If you have been a volunteer at LUM in any capacity in the last 2 years, or just, let's say, 49 years, why don't you stand up? Just go ahead and stand on your feet. Any way you have volunteered at LUM, if you have brought a meal to the shelter, if you have tutored a child, answered a phone, cleaned up the gutters, you counseled an immigrant, advised on taxes, served at hunger hike, or Jubilee Christmas, or the Thanksgiving, or volunteered dozens of other ways at LUM, I want to say to you, thank you. Thank you. That's fine. Doesn't matter. I just want to say thank you for your time and talent. Thank you for being uplifting people. And thank you for being the type of people that uplift others. I have a little gift for you, but I don't want to show it to you yet because I haven't shown you the new logo. So you get a t-shirt at the end of this, all right? All of you volunteers will have a table, and I would love for you to go and get a t-shirt. Get it for yourself, or if you don't want the LUM t-shirt, get it for somebody else, you know? A kid, you know, or your brother-in-law, or whoever, right? It doesn't matter. I mean, thank you for your heroic volunteerism at LUM. Speaking of thank yous, that was my signal to the kids. Yeah, that's a signal. We worked it out, guys. Thank you is going to be sung to you by this lively group of youngsters. So if you don't know, fifth quarter, it's right out here. Everybody should be in the front row. Come on, guys. We want to see every face, every dance move you've got. Come on. Fifth quarter summer learning is an all-day educational program to help kids stay academically engaged and vibrant, avoiding that summer slide. Take it away, kiddos. Hang in there a few more minutes. There's lemonade and cookies later. Soda, sorry, I disappoint you. So thanks, kids. Thanks again, volunteers. Thanks to all of you who brought peanut butter. If anybody remembered peanut butter for tonight, you're amazing, because we did not do a great job of promoting that, but that peanut butter is going to go to stock the shelves at our 2 food pantries, one downtown and one on the west side. So, thank you. As you came in tonight, you might have seen a butterfly tree. So, in between the refreshment tables, there's this tree out there, and a bunch of butterflies are on it. And on the back of each butterfly is a need that LUM fulfills. So, maybe $50 for an electric bill, or $100 for rent assistance, or $60 for a water and sewer bill, and on and on and on. LUM runs something called the Good Samaritan program. Good Samaritan is a reference to someone who stopped in the middle of what they were doing and took care of somebody who was in a desperate situation. The LUM Good Samaritan program is designed to provide emergency financial assistance for rent, utilities, and medications. Last year, COVID impacted 2020, LUM gave out $225,000 worth of rent, utilities, and medications. Really amazing. Think of how many hundreds of families and individuals were blessed through that ministry. It's pretty inspiring. All that money is paid to a third party. It never goes directly to the individual in need. We'll pay the landlord or pay the energy company or whatever. Tonight I'd like to ask you to consider making a financial contribution to the LUM Good Samaritan program. Any gift helps. Be $1, $100,000, you choose, something in between there. On your chair, there's an envelope. And if you didn't receive an envelope and you want one, just raise your hand and somebody can bring you one from one of the other chairs. If you haven't gotten a butterfly, you can get one from the tree later, or whatever. The donation amount on the butterfly is just a suggestion. You do not have to give that amount or anything. You can give less than that, you can give more than that, whatever. The giving envelope will give you some instructions on how you might want to give, or you can give through our website, lumserve.org/donate. lumserve.org/donate. The donation amount, again, on the butterfly, just a suggestion. Give whatever you want to give, whatever is in your heart, cheerfully. I put a picture up of somebody who filled out one of these envelopes, a guy named Robin Hood. And he was giving some money, $250. You notice the little checkbox there on the Good Samaritan program? That just helps us know that this is going to go to that particular program. At the end of the night, there are some buckets around that look like this. There's one on the merchandise table, there's a couple on the food tables, and then there's an actual table full of butterflies and stuff. Look for that bucket if you want to drop your donation in there. That will make sure it gets in the right place. We want to give you a couple minutes to consider if you want to give anything. This is not a high-pressure sales situation. This is supposed to be a festive thing. So if you want to give, great. If not, don't worry about it. But we are going to be entertained and really encouraged to hear Derek Williams Bacon, accompanied by James Deagle. They're going to sing a song called The Greatest Love of All. Come on up, Derek. James. Derek serves as the LUM board representative for Second Baptist Church. This song was originally written in 1977, just 5 years after the founding of LUM. And I had my slide wrong. I thought it was written by George Benson, and Derek corrected me. He said, no. It was written by Michael Nasser. But I was like, but Google said. He's like, yeah, no, that wasn't right. So, Derek, thank you for being here. Thank you for singing this song.
Testing. Can you hear me? I want to devote this song, dedicate this song to our children, our future, and this fine director. Thank you for letting me be here and be a part of this great event. I believe that children are our future. Teach them well. Let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone to fulfill that need. A lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on him. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to receive. Giving all of yourself, that's the greatest love of all. I believe that children are our future. Let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away this liberty. Because the greatest love is happening to me.
the moment I've been waiting for and preparing for a few months. The revealing of the new LUM logo. I have to apologize to my 7-year-old and my 6-year-old. My wife texted me and they said, "What are you launching into space tonight?" It's the LUM logo. Watch. The kids are all excited. It's like, oh, bummer. There's no fire at all. Just we're revealing a new logo. Nothing's going into space. I want to introduce the team that worked really hard to make decisions about this logo. So if you were on the LUM logo team, please come forward. If you were on the LUM staff, please come forward. LUM logo team, you kind of line up right here, and staff, you kind of fill in behind them. LUM logo team was comprised of Jasmine Dunn, who is a community member and a LUM enthusiast. Brittany Reese, the LUM Emergency Shelter Director. Cheryl Fowler, the current LUM Board President. Richard Rising, who's not here tonight, but he's the founder and CEO of Artistry Labs in Dallas, Texas. Carl Booker, the LUM Board Representative for Living Truth of Christ Church. And myself. Okay, so here we go. Okay, this isn't at all what I asked you guys to do. This is fine. This is fine. We didn't really practice. This is good. This is the logo launch team, and this is the staff that's like fantastic. This is great. As usual, they didn't do what I asked them to do, and they did better than what I asked them to do. So, good job. The team worked phenomenally well together. I really enjoyed our several weeks together working on the brand. And I showed you the results already of this 8-hour intensive in-person meeting, the Lafayette Urban Ministry, a faith-based, community-wide effort to tackle basic human needs and uplift the people of Greater Lafayette. So with that in mind, the mission statement in mind, this team determined that LUM needed a new look that was clear and simple, it was credible yet inspirational, it was smart, and it was transformational. And based on those criteria and other input from the team, Artistry Labs went back to Texas and worked hard on a new set of colors and a new logo for LUM. Several weeks later, Artistry Labs presented this team with a few options. And the team looked at those hard, deliberated, prayed, thought, discussed. But over the course of a couple weeks' time, we were unanimous in what we thought was the best choice for LUM going forward. So as for the colors, Artistry Labs looked at the past greens and yellows of LUM and encouraged LUM to head into a fresh color scheme. It retained the green from the past, which symbolizes growth and life. But the new primary color became blue. It's officially called Dynamic Blue by Sherman Williams. I kind of like that. Dynamic Blue. Blue is the color that symbolizes trust and refreshment. It's the color of water and sky. I think of deep refreshment and limitless possibility. It's blue. I'll be honest for a second. Well, I always try to be honest, but embarrassingly honest for a second. When I first saw the blue, I wasn't convinced. It had to grow on me. I asked Artistry Labs about it, and they said, trust us on this blue. It's a cheerful blue, it's a happy blue, it's an encouraging blue. And sure enough, we painted it on the wall, and it's grown on me over time. That's a picture of one of our walls in the lobby now. And all along, I've had to remind myself, Wes, this is not about you and your preferences and tastes. This is about what is going to represent LUM well to the community. What is going to be transformational, smart, simple, credible, all those things. Put your own tastes aside and try to make a good decision based on the criteria and the vision. So the entire LUM color palette looks like this. Blue is the main actor, and then you see green and orange as accent colors with kind of whites and grays, giving some stability and gravity to the whole thing. Artistry Labs also took the words Lafayette Urban Ministry and made a new word mark, just kind of lining them up graphically, put them in a Montserrat font, just a modern, clean font. Again, simple, smart. The icon, what's that little symbol that represents LUM? That's the most important part, at least to me. It's like the face of LUM. When people see this is what they're going to see as our face. We reviewed the past icons of LUM. And the team spent quite a bit of time and energy thinking through what is going to help us moving forward. And out of the dozens of possibilities that Artistry Labs presented to us, we were unanimous in our selection. So, drum roll, please, you guys. Get on your chairs. Let's go. There we go. The new LUM icon. Voila. All right. This has various iterations and colors. I love three things about this. One, the L, the U, and the M are all in there, if you look for them. And it's clever in the way that it's brought into kind of this idea of building. You see buildings and you see kind of this, in my opinion, upward motion. I think it was Shirley Robertson said this morning, it looks like a step up. I like that. That's the first thing I like, the L, the U, and the N. Second, I like that the cross is still in there. LUM is a faith-based organization. Yes, we welcome people of all faiths. If you're having a hard time seeing the cross, maybe look at this. This is kind of the motion logo. See how that comes together? How about another shot at that? One more try. Will it repeat? There we go. Yeah. So I like the L, the U, the M come together. The cross is still there. And I think this icon really fits the criteria well. It's clear and simple. It's credible and inspirational, at least to me. It's smart. Visually, I think it's really brilliant. I love it. And it's transformational. It's speaking of building up. Building in an expanding sphere of influence. So that's what it looks like all put together. There are other iterations of it, black and white, vertical. There's all kinds of different ways that this can be shared. Put on the different elements of LUM, you can see it starts to become that first thing you step into, the welcome mat of Lafayette Urban Ministry. It's the outreach of Lafayette Urban Ministry with the grocery bags, and it's pins and giveaways. It's inviting people into the LUM family. It's coffee mugs and hospitality. So to celebrate this moment, we have some things that we want to toss out to the crowd. And staff, just grab a couple of these out of there. If you don't get one of these, here you go. Those are for something else. I'm sorry. Here you go, Gail. So we're going to help you with little squishy stress balls. So if you want one of these, stand up, wave your hand, we'll try to hit you with one. All right. I want to see somebody in the back. Look, way back there. There's one there for somebody. It's on the somehow got stuck in the front of the chair. Mr. Noah, right there. Oh, she got it. Absolutely. If you did not get a ball and you want one, you're going to be able to pick anything you want off this little table of giveaways. So afterwards, everybody can go to this table and you can get a pen and a sticker. Everybody can get one of those. But then you get one other item of your choice. If you're a volunteer, you can get your t-shirt and another item. It's just something fun. We just wanted it to be this kind of fun giveaway. I want to say to all of you that are on stage here. Thank you for all of your hours, your dedication, your service. Thank you for being such great teammates. It is really a joy to work at LUM and to serve with all of you. So please give a hand. So LUM has served this community for almost 50 years. I know my time is limited because I've just armed all of the children. So, a fresh look, it is simply a pivot forward. A pivot forward as LUM tackles basic human needs and uplifts people in Greater Lafayette for the next 50 years. We've changed the bathwater, but the baby's still the same. We have a final song, and then a raffle, and then a few closing remarks. Let's see. I need somebody to go and get the raffle bucket from the table, the front entry table. Eileen, will you grab that for me? Thank you, Lise. All right. This song is called Multiplied by Need to Breathe, and it speaks of the brilliant, bold, beautiful love that compels the work of Lafayette Urban Ministry.
Love it, like a radiant diamond bursting inside. We cannot contain. Your love will surely come find us, like blazing wildfire, singing your name. God of mercy, sweet love of mine, I surrender to your design. It's offering, stretching across the sky. Be hallelujah, be multiplied. Your love is radiant diamond, bursting inside. Cannot contain. Your love will surely find us.
this. All right. Let's see. As we conclude, I just want to make you aware that LUM will be gearing up to celebrate 50 years of ministry in Greater Lafayette next year. So we have some exciting plans in the works. Just stay tuned as we head in that direction. And I want to reassure you that although LUM has a new look, the heart, the head, the hands on LUM remain the same. LUM will continue to have a passionate heart, a compassionate, empathetic heart for the community. LUM will continue to think and research and listen and go after the best practices in serving the community. And LUM will continue to day and night serve this community with humility, honoring the dignity of every human being. Now, for the raffle. All right. We have 7 lucky winners. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to look for kids that are seated and quiet and doing a great job, paying attention. Oh, I see one now. I want you to pull out one ticket there and give it to me. I hope the rest of you kept your tickets. Can I have that, please? All right. We're going to read 7 numbers, 7 different sets of 6 numeric numbers, whatever. 974-203. 974-203. Who's got it? 974-203. Nobody. No, that's right. Let's see. Somebody else. How about you? You want to pull one out of there? Okay, what do we got here? 974-182. Come on, it's one straight. Straight 2. 182. You got to kill me. All right, let's see. Somebody else. These 2 guys. Each of you grab one. I'm going to have 4 strikes here. Okay, here we go. What do we got? 180. 974-180. Yeah, we have a winner! One more thing. Will you grab those other bags, the ones in the back? And just raise your hand or raise your ticket loud and proud. We'll get you one of those. 974-161. 161. We have another winner? Alan! All right. Okay. Very good. Let's see. We need 3 more. Who's... Is it John? I got your name right? John. Let's see. Pick a good one. Let's see here. What do we got, John? 974-195. Yes! We have another winner. Over here. There you go. 2 to go. How about you? You guys are all doing a great job. I'm sorry, I only have 7 tickets. You all deserve to pull one out. 974-140. 140. Oh, she's trying to find the prize. Brittany, stop tormenting my child. She's 974. What did I say? 140. Anybody? Straight 3. I am out. All right. Let's do one last one. Here we go. Right in the middle here. I'm sorry you didn't have one for everybody to pull out. Okay. Here we go. 178. 974. 178. Chuck Anderson. I guess we have to keep going. 3 more prizes. Here we go. 142. 142. Yes. Here we go. 142. Right. So inside those bags it's a weekend in Hawaii. Just kidding. It's just one. I'll do this for you. How about that? There we go. This is why it's picked. 157. 157. Yes, over here. Thank you very much. Last one. All right, here we go. Inside the bag is one of every item that's on that merchandise table. So you can get your raffle and still win your prize. 130. There we go. All right. 130. Excellent. So a few closing instructions. There is food out there. We want you to eat the food. We want you to take the food. There's a lot of food. It's cookies, meat and cheese, there's lemonade. Please stay and visit. I have been in Lafayette for over a year, and I know almost every person I'm meeting tonight is the first time I've ever met you in person. So if you have a minute, I would love to meet you in person. If you gotta go, that's fine. So, but please feel free to hang out, enjoy the refreshments. All of you, please stop by that merchandise table. Again, get a sticker and a pin and an item of your choice. There's grocery bags and coffee mugs and other cool stuff. Volunteers, you not only get the item of your choice, don't forget your t-shirt, please. Any of you making a financial contribution, look for those buckets. And last but not least, go from here knowing that you are deeply appreciated by all of us at Lafayette Urban Ministry, that you are vitally important to the work that we do together in this community. Thank you for being here as we together lean into the future to tackle basic human needs and uplift the people of Greater Lafayette. That's all we have for you tonight. Thank you. Have a great evening.